All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Lord's, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. The Wadiya, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, this is why you shouldn't trust in oppression. Okay, this is why you shouldn't trust in oppression. Now let me play this quick video for you. It's a good video. All right, it's good to see Jake upset. It's good to see reality of our current condition. All right, that we're in as a nation and who's over us. It's good to see Jake waking up that the powers that be are ultimately not here for your betterment. Okay, you are this day in your captivity. Let me get that real quick. I believe that's Baruch. Okay, and it's good to see. Okay, it's good to see Jake pissed off at the reality that has been being told by the prophets. Okay, on the highways and hedges. This is Baruch 3:8. A majority of our people still won't listen. But this is why they'll know it, death by pain. But you'll have other Jakes that are going to wake up. So this is good. Okay. Prophecy across the board is good. All right. It does a lot. Prophecy is an eye opener. All right. And in these last days, you're going to start hearing people's reactions and honest opinions when it comes to Babylon, when it comes to Esau, when it comes to their position here. All right. Because right now, as the drinks are pouring, everybody can kind of be quiet, but when judgment happens and people are lacking, well, that's when honesty comes out. This is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we as Israelites are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse. And Jake's feeling those curses. Jake's seeing those curses. Jake's seeing that his king, his government, okay, his president, his mayors, they're not for him. They're not for you. And to be subject to payments according to all the inequities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord, our power. All right. Now let's watch this real quick. Good video.
Listen, this morning, I'm dead ass pissed the fuck off.
Good.
As a recent hurricane survivor, as somebody who been without lights for 6 days, I am pissed off. The fact that I can hear Joe Biden say, we need American people to come together to help the recent hurricane survivors. Why the fuck we got to come together to help ourselves? We didn't have to come together when y'all sent $30 billion to the Ukraine. We didn't have to come together then. So why we got to help? Why we got to come together to help ourselves now?
And let me say this. Now, there was just a recent news. Let me look this up. Hurricane worse than, yep. I want to say this, though. Let me see. Hurricane Harvey. Okay, that was 22. Let me see. I thought I saw something that they were saying this recent hurricane. Let's put Hurricane Helen or whatever the name is. Helene. Okay, let me try that. I've seen something that Helene is already one of the deadliest, costliest storm to hit the U.S., where it ranks. The death toll is now 200. And I saw something from an article that said it was worse than Katrina, or it was growing to become worse like Katrina. See, comparison. And let me say this. Remember, you're dealing with the wicked, and the mercy of the wicked is cruel. Okay, so Esau could not be helping, so that they're begging for help. And when that help does come, okay, it's going to be in the form of cruelty. Okay, like FEMA, okay, things of that nature. Real quick, this is Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So with you dealing with this devil, he could put you in a position for you begging for help, and the help that he gives you is not the help that you are asking for. All right, it reminds me of the scene in The Siege, okay, with Bruce Willis being the military commander, and pretty much they were having a problem with Ishmael and terror squads, so they went to, Esau's military to help them. And basically he told them that the only way he could help is through the act of martial law. And his form of help was hell. Okay. So, just watching this, I watched it a few times, but that just came to my mind. Esau, Edom can be having Jake in this position for a reason. And this place has been getting hit real bad lately. A lot of storms, okay, a lot of tempests, a lot of floods, and that's causing a lot of damage to society. So just because the flood dissipates or, the rain stops, that doesn't mean that everything that was destroyed just gets built right back up. Okay, so Babylon is being hit from all sides, and Jake is seeing that, Esau, Edom is not for their betterment. Okay, let me pull this back a little bit, but it's good to see Jake pissed off. You're supposed to be, okay?
So why we gotta help? Why we gotta come together to help ourselves now? We gotta come together to help ourselves because y'all don't give a fuck about us. And y'all can't see that. Y'all love to say they for the people. How they for the people? She asking for donation while Trump out here giving $25 million to help us. Yeah, like what part of this do y'all not understand? Y'all put so much faith in this old ass man and this Jezebel ass lady. When constantly they show us that they do not give a fuck about us.
What Michael Jackson say? They don't really care about us. And you know what? Even though it's gonna be Jacob's trouble, but hey, Esau's gonna have his hands full with these young Jakes out here. Okay, this is why he's gonna have to, come in the way he's going to, because you get enough Jakes together, local police, things of that nature, they're gonna have their hands full. You're gonna have to go militarily to handle the uprisal of people in times of need when they're seeing their government not act in haste to help. Okay.
And this is another prime example of them showing that they just don't give a damn about us.
That's right.
Yes, I can speak on this. Yes, I'm experiencing it myself. So y'all can't say a damn thing about it.
Speak on it.
Then y'all love to touch on the fact and say something about Heritage. Project 2025. But guess what? The trustee of the Heritage Foundation, which is the foundation that presented Project 2025, why they endorsing Kamala now? Why they endorsing Kamala now? So that's what she's standing for. She ain't nothing but a chair hopper. And she not for the people. Y'all can't see that. I see it more than ever now. I see it more than ever.
He said, I see it more than ever now. See that? Because for a long time, Jake has just been chilling. Okay. They get put back to sleep by many different things. So with prophecy taking place, judgment falling down, what it does is it sobers you up from the wine of Babylon. Okay, when the lights are flickering at the bar, it's hard to keep people distracted and just watching the game, dribbling a ball, going to work. Genesis 49:9, Judah is a lion's whelp. Judah is a so-called Negroes, right? Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion and as an old lion. See, Judah specifically has been carrying themselves around about like an old lion. Let's look that up. I've been curious lately. Old lion characteristics. Old lion characteristics. Just curious. What are some old lion characteristics? Old lions have several characteristics. Now I want more like you know what I'm getting at. Okay. Old lion, usually tired. Okay. Let's try that. Usually tired, doesn't want to hunt. Okay. What happens to lions in old age? Oh, look, get arthritis in the joints. Their strength diminishes. Slowly, the lions become weak. They grow weak. There it is. That's why the scriptures, this is why our forefather Jacob prophesied this, because in the land of Babylon, Judah would conduct himself in the spirit as an old lion or a weak, tired, achy lion. But now, who shall rouse him up? Who's going to stir that spirit back in Jake? And we're seeing it, okay? Prophecy, the Lord, judgment. and he's seeing the zookeepers. Okay, the zookeepers ain't here to fix him. All right, this is good. Not gonna make this long. Gotta watch this Wi-Fi.
Don't give a fuck about us.
Yep.
These folks left us
Yep.
to fend for ourselves and ask us to get the money for ourselves when they sending all the money to these other countries.
This is why you don't trust in oppression. Okay, we had to learn that what in the time of Rome. Now we understand in these last days, if the Lord is dealing with you, he will wake you up. And then we also understand there's portions of our people that will get woken up to a certain degree. And then there's other portions of our people that are just going to lash out in Babylon because they've trusted in Egypt. They trusted in this place. So they're going to lash out of emotion, out of betrayal. Okay. Remember, Jake at one point in time said, we have no king but Caesar. Remember that? This is John 19:15. But they cried out, away with him, meaning away with Yahushai, away with him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar. You see that? And what happened? 70 AD. And this is while Rome was already occupying us in our land. That's why you had Caesarea, things of that nature. So we are witnessing not only prophecy, but there's nothing new under the sun. So what happened when your king, when your Caesar came crashing down on you and you saw that your king was not for you? This is why the Lord told us that we shouldn't put anyone over us that is not of us. Deuteronomy 17:15. Let's just try this in a different translation. NIV, be sure to appoint over you a king the Lord your power chooses. He must be from among your fellow Israelites. This is why, excuse me, this is why Esau will give you a stereotypical Jake. And then what he does is he'll put an Israelite in a position, quote unquote, of power, but then he creates Jake to be the fall guy. Look at Chicago, look at New York, things of that nature. So what Esau does is he'll give you a token black guy, if you will. That's why Jake's mad at Kamala. They're using Kamala. Now Jake's waking up to that too. He says she a chair hopper. She a Jezebel. So, but the question is, if the hurricane didn't happen, if judgment doesn't happen, would that have woken Jake up? Would he have still woken up? See? So now we're seeing in the last days, all you got to do is add a little bit of prophecy to the plate, and it changes the whole mood at the table. It says, do not place a foreigner over you. Why? Why wouldn't you want a foreigner over you? Because a foreigner ain't going to take care of you like your fellow brother would. Do not place a foreigner over you. Even Jake said that. They admitted that in segregation. They said they were better off during segregation than integration. Okay? It says, do not place a foreigner over you, one who is not an Israelite. There you go. See? And here's the results. We understand it's curses. We understand this is the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And now we're seeing the results of why we shouldn't do this and why we should do that. This is good. Let's go back a little more. It's only a couple minutes.
Ourselves when they sending all the money to these other countries. What part of that makes sense to y'all?
Oh, well, right there. What countries or who amongst these countries that are sending money to their own people, to other Edomites? See, 25 million there, such and such there. They're sending it to other Edomites. So in these last days, now we're in the beginning of sorrows. As we are in the time of what? Jacob's trouble. This has not only been coined the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. We are seeing Jake is in trouble, but the trouble is increasing. Okay? That's why I want to do this lesson from Hakuna Matata, the coup d'etat, because it's getting ready to blow over, man. Okay? Everybody has loved the whore because they've been able to go and deal with her. Now her door is locked. Now there's no food in the kitchen. The water, the pipes are rumbling. So people are now starting to talk shit about the brothel. They're talking shit about Babylon now. See? Now you're seeing what the prophet's been saying.
Cause I don't get it. Make it make sense to me. Cause y'all gonna say something. I'm rage baiting or something. Make it make sense. Cause I just need to know.
That was good. I like that. I like that. That was good. Matter of fact, let's exit out of this because there's a lot of folly. There's a lot of BS. All right. So now from there, let's see where we should go. All right. Real quick, let's get this one, Micah 5:7. It says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as the dew from the Lord. Now, that can be a good thing, and that could also be a bad thing, because right now, Jake is amongst many people being workers, servants, slaves, i.e. captivity. But what happens when there's a revolt, when there's a rebellion? Okay. It says, as the showers upon the grass that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles. Here's a precept you brothers can use while explaining the true definition or understanding when it comes to Gentiles receiving salvation. Those Gentiles are speaking about Israelites, and here's a precept that you can use. Okay. But these Gentiles it's referring to are the foreign nations, and the foreign nations that Jake is amongst, these nations are over them. And now you're seeing in a time of need, Jake is skipped over. So now they're upset, which you should be. You should be upset. See, it says in the midst of many people as a lion. We just read that Genesis 49, as a lion amongst the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of the sheep. So now Jake has gone from an old lion to now prophesies being as a young lion amongst these people. Okay. Meaning what? Meaning when this deal goes down ground level, Jake is going to be a terror. Jake is going to be a problem to these people. Okay. It says, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. So it's about to get bad out here. It's about to get bad because the walls are closing in, the doors locked, and people are going to have to fend for themselves. Okay. This is why Elder Pastor was he had made mention. It's the acronym is COG. I wanted to do a lesson on that as well. COG. Let's put that in. Let's put government. It's what is it? Continuity of government. Okay, and this is basically a plan that Esau has when all hell breaks loose. Okay, third woe, that they have a avenue that they're going to take so they can stay in a position of power. Okay. But people are going to be fighting against this standing power as all hell is breaking loose. So this thing is going to blow up into a big shit show. Okay. And you're going to have to deal with hungry Jakes, loudmouth women, screaming children. Esau's got his hands full. Jacob's trouble is going to be messy. It ain't going to be pretty, man. Okay. Now I want to go into this real quick and I'm going to wrap it up. Been trying to do shorter lessons. This Wi-Fi cuts in and out. So real quick, Isaiah 30:1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. See, we have to take counsel of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. See, now is the time where if the Lord is dealing with you, you're going to wake up. Jake will wake up. If the Lord, remember, it says, in their affliction, they will seek me early. So now Jake's feeling afflicted. And you know what? This is a good thing because this is going to wake more Jakes up if they're of the elect, because there are certain things that need to take place to make you sit back and go, maybe I should put this wine of Babylon down. All right. Look, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. But what did the Lord do? The Lord judged Egypt. Okay. But now Egypt is what? Right here, good old US of A. We are in bondage again. And Jake is mad at the Pharaoh. Good. You should be. You should be pissed. But if you're mad now, oh man, if you're upset now for just not having 6 days without electricity, if you're upset right now just off that, wait till the inflation, the hyperinflation, the black horse. Wait till we get into the full swing of Jacob's trouble. We get into the full forced famines and scarcities and lack of bread. Okay. 10 FEMA region cities. Third woe. Watch. Oh, it's going to get wild out here. Do you know during the Second World War, there was race riots, FEMA camps, and scarcity when it comes to goods and food. So what do you think is going to happen in this third woe? All right. For the Egyptians shall help in vain. So it's basically you taking a bucket, trying to heave water out of this ship as it's sinking. Your help is in vain. It ain't going to work. Okay. And then that's another thing. Jake's upset what they have the right to be. But then what would happen if Esau comes in and saves his day? Starts throwing, tissue and ramen noodle and bottles of water. A gift destroys the heart. So we should continue. You should continue to pray for more mashapatiyim al babal. Okay, more mashapatiyim upon Babylon. It says, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Okay, now real quick, let's just get down to the point. Let's go. Let's actually just keep going from 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. See? So in the same breath, and we know we understand man's goings are of the Lord, you have to understand that this whole time, Jake has been rebellious. They've been lying. They've been fanning their hand. And now we're seeing the results. You're now seeing why the warning has gone out. Okay? You can smell Jacob's trouble. It says, which say to the seers, see not, don't prophesy as one does. Wait a minute. But now, and this also proves why in the famine, they're going to be looking for answers. Because if they're looking for Esau right now, and they're seeing that the door is shut, well, the next best thing to Jake is going to be what? A man of the Lord holding the Bible. Okay? And it says, would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesies not unto us right things. Yeah, Jake don't want to hear about the MOTB. Jake don't want to hear about Jacob's trouble or the third woe. They do not want to hear that. Okay? Even the movie, I just recently rewatched it, Leave the World Behind. None of the women wanted to hear the truth that the men were speaking. Hey, well, that's your problem. You can't handle the truth, but the truth is needed. Okay? The truth is a foundation. It gives us something to stand on so we understand what's going on out here. Okay? It says, speak unto us smooth things, prophesies deceit. And another thing, as we see judgment increasing, there's going to be a lot of questions that are going to need to be answered amongst the T-shirt fringe Israelite movement. Because right now it's just been nothing but, entertainment, comedy, Edomite debates. Hey, we're in a different time now. It's like a different time zone. We're in a different time now. Okay. And you're going to find out as we keep growing closer, okay, to major prophecy, that the most important thing for you as an Israelite that you're going to want is you're going to want answers prophetically. Okay. That's what you're going to want. That's what you're going to need. It says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. See, we have no king but Caesar. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression. This is why you shouldn't trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. You see that? Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. There it is. The breaking at an instant. See that? Things are happening very quickly. Things are only increasing. And a lot of cries and help is being asked for from Jake to Esau. And now Jake is seeing Esau's not here to help. He ain't here to help you. Okay? He wasn't set up to help you. You see? So I just wanted to do a real quick lesson on that. I just happened to come across Jake barking on Biden and Harris. And I said, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. And you're going to see more of it. Expect more prophetic testimonies or testimonials on social media. Expect more people to be talking about Babylon, talking against it, talking against the government. All right. People are waking up, but they're only waking up because the alarm clock of prophecy is going off. Okay. So just going to end it there. I don't know if I can do another lesson. And Lord's will, you are edified. With that being said, shalom.